Sox.
Got it.
So just kind of stuck with my dad on that one.
Okay.
But yeah, there's definitely been times I wish I was a Cubs
I
fan.
mean, there's
sure.
equal pain on both sides.
Yeah.
Outside of 16, and then you guys won in
2005.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a long time. How old were you in 2005?
I was 5.
Yeah, well,
yeah,
that was a while ago.
Yeah, a long time ago.
Tell me about the offseason. If the knee starts feeling better, what are you gonna do?
Hopefully, go play summer ball somewhere. You always hope for somewhere nice, but I mean, those small places in Midwest that no one's ever heard of are also pretty cool too. So anywhere is a good experience.
Well, tell us about the small place in the Midwest. You said you went to a place in Missouri.
Yeah. So my freshman year, I went to Chillicothe, Missouri. And there was about, I think, 2 or 3 restaurants in the whole town.
Uh-huh.
And then I lived about 20 minutes outside of town on a 70-acre farm.
Nice.
And I was waking up and feeding chickens every morning. So that was a little culture shock for the first
Because you're living with a family that had chickens?
Yeah, host family. So you get put up with host families most of the time playing summer ball. So
nice.
Yeah, it's always a good experience.
All right, so according to your bio, your favorite movie is Caddyshack.
Yeah.
Which makes you an old soul.
Yep.
Because that came out long before you were born.
Yep.
Give me a couple of your favorite quotes from Caddyshack.
Oh, anything Rodney Dangerfield
Anything he said?
Yeah. So what? Let's dance. Man, kind of put me on the spot here. I haven't watched it in a little bit. So what? So let's dance. Hey, buddy, the cemetery is about a block that way. Anything like that.
Yeah, he was incredible in that movie. He took
he
took the movie over.
Yeah.
Without him, I don't know what the movie would be. So. Well, we appreciate you coming in, man. Thanks,
right,
and good luck next year. And I hope the knee starts feeling better.
Appreciate
and you stay healthy.
All right, thanks for having me.
Yeah, and keep lifting because you're getting small over there.
I'll keep it up.
Yeah, no doubt. Want to tell you real quick about previewing what's happening tonight with the game. We're going to bring in Baylor Scheierman and Francisco Farabello too to talk about the draft and some of the free agencies going on. But just give you an idea on how good of a matchup this is. So Paul Skeens, obviously the SEC player or pitcher of the year, collegiate baseball player of the year as well. These numbers: Skeens leads the nation in strikeouts. Rhett Loader, who's from Wake Forest, he is 6th with strikeouts. Skeens is 2nd in the country in earned run average. Lauder's 5th in the country in earned run average. Lauder leads the nation in wins, 15-0, and Skeens is tied 2nd at 12-2. And then the Skeens strikeout walk ratio he's got 200 strikeouts and 19 walks, which is incredible. But Lauder's pretty good too, 137 and 22 are his numbers as well. Just kind of give you an idea of how good these two guys are. They'll be pitching tonight in the elimination game, so you can go play Florida in the championship series, which will start on Saturday with a day off tomorrow in between. That's always set there in case we have rain. Oh, I got to get in the headset. I'm sorry, my fault. So one of the headsets wasn't working very well. So let me give you this one, and we'll make sure it's working. Can you check and make sure it's working? King Val over there. You guys know that Val's middle name is Elvis?
Actually?
Second, first name, apologize. It's like Billy Joe. Can you hear it all?
I can hear.
Can you hear?
Yeah,
I can hear you.
I can hear.
I hear you.
Yeah.
Just put a little bit closer to you. Bend it over a little bit. Cool. Yep, and slide over a little bit. So we got the NBA draft tonight. A lot of free agency stuff happening, though.
Yeah.
Guys getting moved around. Which one of the big moves stands out the most to you guys?
I mean, I woke up this morning and Marcus Smart was a Memphis Grizzlies player.
Yeah.
And, I mean,
Marcus Smart.
Yeah.
Yeah, you said.
He said Marcus Smart. He said he couldn't speak earlier. He told me that he was fine.
I tried.
I got kids too, so you get used to that. Yeah, that's you look at. So do you think Porzingis coming over, ending up being on Boston, is good enough to get them over the hump?
No, I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
No.
Yeah.
I think they need a few more guys, especially like their bench.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't know who's coming off the bench. Peyton Pritchard.
Yeah.
You know,
you need some more shooters. Corner threes and defense.
Well, Porzingis could shoot the three. That's one thing he does okay.
Old. Like, is he gonna
Al's
play?
old as me.
Yeah, that's wrong.
39, actually, not as old as me. But he's still old.
Is Kristaps going to take his spot? Like,
I don't know what's happening.
happening.
What I think they'll do is you'll be more 5 out
Mhm.
and a lot more cutting because you're 7-footer. You're 7'3" guys taking people out who can shoot three. I think that's what they're going to try to do. But Porzingis is not exactly known as a tough guy,
No.
and you're losing your tough guy and Marcus Smart.
Yeah.
So that makes a difference or not.
Yeah.
And then the big thing that happened this afternoon: Chris Paul to the Golden State Warriors. Jordan Poole goes over to Washington,
the Wizards. Yeah.
and for some future draft stuff as well. What do you think about that move?
I think it's good for the Wizards. They got Tyus Jones in that trade with Marcus
That was
Smart.
yep.
And then they got Jordan Poole also. And those are two like good young guards to kind of build around. As far as the Golden State Warriors, I don't know how that. I'm not like not a huge fan of CP3, at least not right now anyway.
Yeah.
Obviously, he's getting older.
Mhm.
And how that works with Steph and Clay, I don't really see it.
He's never played. Steph has really never played with a true point guard, though.
Mhm.
So I wonder that may do something different to his game.
Yeah, I think they're gonna move him off the ball a
Yeah,
little
you
more.
can figure, yeah.
I mean, but as he
He's
said,
always
like
off
it's
the
good.
ball.
Yeah, I mean,
but he
he's
occasionally Draymond's handling a lot
That's
too.
fair,
Yeah. I think it's gonna be interesting.
Yeah.
What's
Uh,
Draymond gonna do?
But he opted out.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So now you got to figure out what's going to happen with him. They got to bring him back.
They have to.
You got to bring back that kind of defense. The funny part about it is, so Jordan Poole, how much do you think Jordan Poole makes in guaranteed money on a 4-year deal that he signed?
I don't know. I know it's like 4 years, like 128.
Nailed it. He's guaranteed 123 million,
Yeah.
32 a year.
Yeah.
I think they just wanted to give him under that contract because, well, first of all, have you ever been in a fight with a teammate?
I mean, yeah, but not
like what Draymond
that
did.
extent, yeah.
Yeah. So you guys bounced back. I'm assuming after you got in the fight, you bounced back from it.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if they ever bounced
No, they
back from
didn't.
it.
I don't think they did.
Yeah.
Either.
I don't think they ever got over. I mean, you
Especially-
sucker punch somebody.
Yeah, I mean, especially how virally went the video and they were
Exactly.
saying it out there so people knew about it. I
Yep.
think it made it even worse.
Yeah. And then they never found out who put the video out there.
Yeah.
So whoever put the video out there either really hates Draymond or didn't like the team
Mhm.
because he knew it would affect the team if they put that out there.
Yeah,
So
I agree.
that's strange. Bradley Beal, of course, was the big money move,
Mhm.
and we just found out exactly what's in that deal. Washington Phoenix finalized the deal about 3 o'clock today. Wizards get 6 second-round draft picks. They get 4 first-round draft pick swaps.
Mhm.
So it goes from 2024 all the way to 2030. They don't have control of another pick that they're going to make until the next decade.
That's the Suns.
That's the Suns.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. Do you think Bradley Beal's that good? Is he worth all of that?
I don't think so. I mean, it depends though, because like he never left Washington either. So
Yeah.
and they've been like under mediocre the last
Yeah.
7-8 years.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's gonna be interesting with him, Devin Booker and Kevin Durant, what they can do together.
He hasn't played a full season since 2018, 2019. In the last 3 seasons, he's played only 150 games. Okay. Every one of his stats, except for shooting percentage, has gone down or his turnovers went up. So he's down to 23 points a game, which is down from where he was at 30 and 31.
Mhm.
He's 29 years old. It seems to me, based off of injuries, that he's regressing.
Yeah. I mean, maybe he won't have to like take as much load as
Yeah, it's true.
because he's playing with other.
He's the 3, right?
Superstars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
And in Washington, he literally had to do everything.
That's
for
very
him.
true,
So,
yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
we'll see. And also, with the Suns as well, you got Bradley Beal, you got Kevin Durant, and you got Devin Booker. So, like, who's going to be the guy? Is it Devin
Yeah,
Booker?
how are they going to put a bench together?
Well,
They're
exactly.
not going to have any money in
And
the
is Devin
salary.
Booker playing the point guard? Like, who's playing the point guard?
Might be Bradley Beal.
That's what I'm saying. So they just got a lot of things to figure out.
Yeah, that's gonna be tough. Well, isn't what's his name? What's the backup point guard?
Cameron Payne.
Cameron Payne.
Cameron Payne. Yeah, exactly. So maybe
he's going to start over Bradley Beal.
well, you start Bradley Beal at the 2, I guess, and then Booker at the 3 and Durant at the 4, and you put somebody in the
That's
middle.
fair,
I don't know.
that's fair.
It's gonna be tough. They have that new. So next year the new contract thing starts for the NBA. It's like it's called an apron,
Yeah.
and so you can pay 2 guys a whole bunch of money,
Mhm.
but it means that the guys behind them are making less.
Mhm.
So it's gonna be hard to put together a bench.
Yeah.
So I'm not thinking I'm
That's
gonna make
what
that
I'm
work out. NBA draft is tonight.
Yeah.
As guys who play basketball, when you look at a guy like Wembanyama, what do you think about him? Like when you watch the dude do some of the stuff he does on the court.
Just I can't believe it. Like I hope he can do the same stuff that we were watching on like videos and stuff, that he can do it in the NBA too.
Yeah.
It's gonna be interesting, but I don't think he's one of them in the million.
Yeah.
Like the dude is 7'5", 8-foot wingspan. Is
He's
gonna
got
be
foot-long
Yeah.
hands.
He moves like he's 6'3".
Yeah.
Like it's crazy. Plays like he's 6'3".
Yeah.
So he watched 2 tapes as they trained him from when he was 12 years old.
Uh-huh.
One of them was Pistol Pete's tape, which is still a great tape.
100%.
I grew up watching that
That's
as a
my
kid
guy.
myself. That's your guy.
Yeah.
And the other one, mixed one,
Really?
the mixtapes. So he learned how to do fancy stuff with the ball and learned how to do the fundamental stuff, some of the stuff that, Pistol Pete had
yeah.
Yeah.
So-
man, he's
at 7'5".
he's ridiculous.
He is
Yeah.
crazy.
I
He's
hope
absolutely nuts.
I hope he does well. Obviously, he's got like to have that much pressure on him as well. Everyone talking about how
Yeah.
he's, you know, the next LeBron or whatnot. Like it's not going to be easy. So
No.
I just hope he stays healthy.
Yeah,
to
the
be
problem
honest.
with big guys, just over the history, is feet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They hurt their feet
Yeah.
or their knees, and then
Yeah.
they're hard to come back from that when you're that big. Although he is built a little differently than some of those guys we've seen in the past.
Yeah.
He's so high cut.
Yeah.
I mean, his hips are up to my head. So he's built a little different. So maybe that'll help him. I don't know.
Yeah.
But
we'll see.
what do you guys think of Scoot Henderson or Brandon Miller? What do you think too? Who should Charlotte take?
I think since they already have LaMelo Ball, they should take Brandon Miller, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But Henderson's pretty good too.
He is.
So,
Yeah, and he's been playing in the G League the last 2 years.
Yeah. So we'll see what their decision is. I know Michael Jordan doesn't have an opinion anymore over there.
Well, they actually Kupchak said
they brought
that
him in.
ultimately it will be his decision, but it'll be all the work done. Then
Yeah.
they tell him.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. We'll see.
Yeah,
I
I agree with Fran. I think Brandon Miller's probably
Yeah.
a better fit because of LaMelo Ball, but we'll see what happens. I know Damian Lillard doesn't really want to rebuild either. So bring in
Exactly.
Scoot Henderson.
So that's why I think Scoot goes 2,
Mm-hmm.
and then I think Portland does some sort of trade.
Right?
Instead of taking Scoot
Yeah.
and bring him in the same. I think they do some sort of trade where they bring a veteran in. They give somebody 3, and then they bring a veteran in from that.
That's fair.
I mean,
We'll see.
that
We'll
would
see.
make
That
everybody
makes it-
happy.
Yeah. 100%.
Have you guys had a chance to watch either the Thompson twins play?
Yeah, I mean, I saw them when they came here last year for
TBT?
the TBT.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I to be honest, I wasn't really surprised by their talent. They are like super athletic, both of them. It's
Yeah.
unbelievable.
Right.
But then they have them going top 10.
Not a top 5.
They have one
Yeah.
guy going
Top
5,
Is it
and the other
Amen?
guy going Aming, and then the other one going 10.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I trained with them when I was going through the NBA draft process. I was training at OTE.
Yeah.
Where they train at. So like I trained with them.
That's the elite.
Yeah. And so I watched them play quite a bit. I mean, like Fran said, stupid athletic.
Yeah.
And they have a great IQ and understanding of the game. But I don't know if OTE is a good like measuring stock to the NBA.
Yeah.
So I mean, we'll see. But like the talent is definitely there.
The other guys, you guys have obviously seen Cam Whitmore play.
Yeah.
What do you think about him?
Are we?
I mean,
no comment.
yeah. I mean, I don't think Villanova was the right fit for him just for the way the way they play. I mean,
Yeah.
it's way more fundamental, kind of walk up the floor. Like the dude's super athletic. You just gotta let him run and
Right.
But super talented. I mean,
physically talented too.
Young.
I mean, he's
Yeah.
6'7" and really stocky.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, he's 6'7", 235.
yeah, he's big.
That's a
so,
big dude.
yeah.
And then you got
So-
Anthony Black out of Arkansas.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was really good when we played
He's
him.
6'7", 210.
Yeah.
Carson Wallace out of Kentucky, 6'4", 195. And then Jerace Walker, who is 6'8", 250. That's kind of like,
Yeah.
and then you have Derek Lively.
Yeah.
And as everyone likes to say, Grady Dick is somewhere in there too.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I don't know. I think Jordan Hawkins is a better like they're talking about Grady Dick being the best like pure shooter in the
Mhm.
draft. I think Jordan Hawkins is the best pure
Mhm.
shooter in the draft for
Really?
UConn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Grady Dick's a better like overall player, but I think as far as just pure shooting wise, I think Jordan Hawkins. Is the
Here's
best
here's
shooter
a
in the
secret
draft.
though. The better your name, the
Yeah.
more you get pushed up in
No,
drafts. I
100%.
still believe that
No,
people see a
100%.
name
Yeah.
and they're like, "Oh, that's cool,"
Yeah.
and then you remember that guy.
Yeah.
You know more.
100%.
Yeah, no doubt. So any thoughts about tonight's draft that you want to throw out?
I mean,
Any hot takes?
there is. You see how other years you are like, man, who is gonna go number one? There's
Not this year.
no,
Yeah, no doubt.
there's no doubt who number one is.
Yeah,
gonna be.
right. Yeah.
No, I mean, I'm interested. Like I was talking today, one of the coaching staff. Every year there is some names in the first round. They say, really?
Yeah.
But I mean, I guess we'll see them tonight.
Sure. I think UConn totally has 3 guys that are going to the draft.
Does
this
it?
year. Yeah,
Yeah.
3 total like on it.
Yeah.
Or Villanova has. I remember seeing something. There's like 7 or 8 guys from the
Yeah,
Big East they were
yeah.
talking about total that were going to go.
Yep.
So guys you've seen play, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys going to host this weekend?
That's what it sounded like.
So you hosting
That's
tomorrow?
what I think so.
Yeah.
No, we got planned.
We haven't been told anything. We didn't know we
I know how
should.
that is, man.
Yeah.
Somewhere Phil is sitting there going, I don't know what
Yeah,
they're doing.
exactly,
No doubt about
exactly.
that. So
Yeah, we didn't even know we were coming on today. He just told us to be here at 5.
Oh,
so-
really? All right, sweet. That's good.
Yeah.
We planned it when you walked in.
Oh,
We're like, We'll
okay.
get him on there, talk some basketball. It makes sense.
Yeah,
What's
that's
going
fine.
on workout wise for you guys? How often do you guys get together? Is it every day?
So we work out 3 times a week right now with the team.
Mhm.
And then we live 4 times a week. But next week we are starting like official practice. So like when you have a foreign trip, you get 10 official practices before you go, and
Mhm.
we're kind of like splitting it up. We're doing 3 in June, 3 in July, and then 4 in August before we go. And so next week we're doing our 3 practices for June. So
Okay.
it should be fun. It's been fun. I mean, the group
Yeah.
we have is really fun. The freshmen are awesome.
Who's going to surprise us
so-
when you guys start playing? Who's going to surprise out of newcomers?
Oh,
I mean, I think Stephen Ashworth is gonna be.
Yeah,
He's gonna be
Because of how
playing
good he
for-
can shoot.
Yeah, he can shoot. He can really read the game. Smart. He's not as fast as Nembhard. Like for the people that got used to watch Ryan play the last 2 years, he has a good pace. He's not as fast, but he's really really smart. He knows where to put the ball, when to put it. So yeah, it's fun playing with him.
yeah. I would say him. I think Isaac Trout's gonna be really well for us as well. I think that's another
Do
name.
you think he can be the fifth? If Ashworth is the point
Yeah.
in terms of the starters, do you think he could be the fifth
I mean,
guy?
he could be one of them. I mean, we got a
Yeah.
lot of guys. I mean, Mason Miller's been looking really well,
Yeah.
really good as
Yeah.
well. Jason Green's been looking really well as
I'm
well.
interested in
So,
seeing. I watched him play all through high school. Yeah.
yeah. So we got a lot of guys. I think
Lawson's in.
you know,
Another guy.
Lawson,
Yeah. And then I just want to see Brock Weiss. He sounds like the dude is just a big yoke dude.
he's
named Brock
hilarious.
Weiss. Is he
He's
really?
hilarious.
He's funny?
He's so funny.
When
But-
we interviewed him, he was laying in his bed.
yeah, he's hilarious.
Yeah.
He's so funny. He makes you cry. But no, he's really good too.
Yeah.
Obviously, he was a high-level football player.
Yeah.
And you can tell because I mean, he's got great hands. I mean, he catches literally everything. So, he's good.
I feel like you guys could be 9-10 deep.
I mean, we could be. I mean, that's what they said last year too, and we were
That's
about
true.
6 deep. So you know,
Yeah.
you just gotta wait till it comes. to
You
be
never
honest
know
with
about
you.
injuries and
No,
everything.
exactly.
Yeah.
So it
Yeah.
is what it is. But no, we're looking pretty good. So
Francisco Farabello, Baylor Scheierman, we appreciate them for joining us. We also appreciate Jack Grace as well, Creighton baseball player who came in. Reminder tonight, of course, you'll be watching it. Big game tonight with LSU and Wake Forest. And then we'll have coverage of the championship series going on right here from the Let It Fly show studios inside the Let It Fly Sports Bar as well. Thanks to Val Elvis, the king. Thank you again, Val. Appreciate it. Yep. And for everybody else that helps out with the show, Maddie, of course, who is here just moving chairs around and doing cool stuff. And that's your friend from school. What's your friend from school's name? JC. Like a J and a C or like JYCE? There you go. All right, cool. We appreciate you guys. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
We'll be back again with more Let It Fly show. As Josh would say, I'm going to take it away. I have no idea what Jason says. Boom.